fellow peasants. I'm Jez. Welcome to my whole deal, my channel, where I talk about whatever I want. And I'm here for another writing vlog. It is Saturday, May 15th. Yeah. And I am in rare form today. You might notice that I have no glasses on. I got contacts yesterday. I cut out caffeine from my diet, which helped with migraines, and I figured not having all that pressure on my ears and my nose, bridge of my nose, might also help with migraines. A little too. So I'm back to contacts. And I must say, I had to put makeup on and look nice because now I can't hide. I'm definitely guilty of putting my glasses on and hiding behind them because I feel like you can't see my dark circles as much. And yeah, so now I'm just now I have to be a girl. Societal standards of beauty. We love it, don't we? We do, we do. I'm really bad at intros, and I realized the last few videos I did, I don't think I even said who I was. I'm Jez, and I live in Washington State. If you want to find me on Instagram, I am Jez, Jez _high, HIGH _low, LOW. And so Jez High Low, which is my name. My name is pronounced High Low, so High Low. But I make it funny by making it, because I think I'm funny. Is that a Sag Stellium thing? Thinking I'm funny? Maybe. Anyway, I'm doing this intro because I'm stalling. Good morning. I'm a procrastinator. What do I want to work on today for my writing? I will probably write my journal for a minute because I feel very scatterbrained today. Very scatterbrained. And then, I don't know. I guess I haven't written any poetry in 2 weeks, so maybe I will do that. Or make an effort to do that today. I have a few images knocking around my noggin, so those might get jotted down today. I don't want to do anything right now. But I will. I'll be back. I'll report back. Good morning. It is 6:20 on Sunday, the 15th? I think it's the 15th. Anyway, I'm gonna start today. I'm gonna update about yesterday because I did not do that. I didn't talk about what I accomplished yesterday. So as you saw, that I went to a very beautiful outdoor area in Poulsbo, Washington, which is a nearby town. And it was like 70 degrees, sunshine. As David Lynch would say, golden sunshine all the way. I hope you watch his weather report. It brings me joy. Anyway, so I sat outside at a cafe, and at first I was like directly in the sun, which was okay for a few minutes. And then it just started to bear on me. And as you can see, I'm very porcelain skin. I am not tan, and it's not because I burn though. I could actually be in the sun like all day and not have any change in my skin color. But then suddenly, there it is, you know. I don't have that like gradual thing. It's like there's a threshold, you meet that threshold, and then I'm a lobster, and then it becomes a tan. Anyway, so I moved to a shady spot, and then that shade started shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. So eventually I just ended up walking around the downtown there and shopping, you know, as one does. Yeah, but I did do some writing in that before time. Oh, I was very happy because this cafe has some Armenian pastries, and I am part Armenian. And apparently there's like a restaurant there. It's only open like one day a week for breakfast. But I guess it's a bakery as well. Right there in Poulsbo. It's like 15 minutes. No, not even 15 minutes, like 8 minutes for me. And yeah, that's exciting. The only issue is like Armenians love their nuts. You know, in their pastries. This one actually didn't. It was nazuk. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but usually it has nuts in it, but this one didn't. And so I'm wondering, the reason, if you aren't aware, is my son is allergic to nuts. I am not allergic to nuts, but my oldest son is, and so I can't really frequent a bakery that is not safe for him. Even if it is an Armenian sister there. Anyway, I'm still excited about it. Maybe the restaurant will be okay, because they said that she is maybe planning on doing some lunch items in the future, so that would be exciting. Yeah. Oh, and Poulsbo also opened up a ramen shop, so it's like kind of cool down there now. Like, it's kind of very multicultural now. Yeah, I like ramen. Now I'm rambling again. This is what I do. So sitting there at that cafe with my decaf latte and Armenian pastry, I wrote a poem. So this poem is inspired by Amit, who is the, not goddess, but kind of, I guess, like a cryptid or a monster, excuse me, in ancient Egyptian mythology. So she has the head of a crocodile and like the mane of a lion, like body of a hippo. So these are the three like big scary animals to the Egyptians, you know, like these were the man killers. And hippos are one of my favorite animals in the world. I just want you to know. And she's part hippo. But anyway, I focused more on the crocodile aspect of her, and I wrote a poem, a very dark poem. So what she does is, you know, there's the whole thing where your heart is weighed against a feather. And if your heart is heavier than the feather, you don't get to continue on the journey through to the next world, the next life. And your heart is tossed to devour. And there's no hell, it's just you cease to exist. And that's terrifying. So I kind of played around with that a little bit and I wrote a poem. Now, that's all I got done. And I mean, that's not all I got done, you know, like, oh, it's so little. Poetry is a little different from writing prose. Like, I could write pages of prose in the time it takes me to write half a poem. Because it's a lot of meditating. It's a lot of just sitting and thinking, and like, you have to read things in your head about 50 times to make sure that it sounds right. You have to read it out loud to make sure that it sounds right, which is pretty funny to do in a public place. You know, you kind of have to just like, I kind of like whisper to myself. But I'm pretty happy with it, actually. Like, it's one of my favorites that I've written so far. Which is a lot. I mean, I've written a lot of poems, and I really like this one. So, I do think I need to tweak a few things today. I'm not sure some things are quite as clear as I want them to be in the poem. And I mean, in a poem, you don't want everything to be just like laid out and defined. Like, if you don't know who Amit is, I think you could still read this poem and get something out of it. So I don't think you need to know the mythology to understand some of the things going on in this poem. And it's not a very long poem. It's in my field notes. I can like, very quickly, it's like that. And it's very, very scattered, and yeah, my field notes, this is my poetry process, like, things circled and moved around, things highlighted, and because I want this to be in this poem and this to be in this other poem, and I put like page numbers, like, oh, move this over here because I think this would go better here. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess in here. And I told myself that I was going to fill this completely before I go to like type. I don't actually have a laptop or a computer. We have a desktop that is in my son's room, and it's so old and janky, and I just don't want to use it. I just don't want to use it. I want a laptop. But these are a mess, and I really would like to get them moved into a better format, and then I could start editing them again. Because I guess they need it. What more can I say? So today I'm gonna sit here and I don't know if I'm gonna try to write another poem or work on the full core. I guess we'll see. Yeah. Hello. So I've moved to my deck because my kid and my husband are watching videos on YouTube, and it's so loud. So very loud. So now I am outside enjoying the birds chattering away and having absolutely no idea how to get started today. Absolutely no idea. So I found not a writing sprint. I found a list of writing prompts, and I figured I'm just gonna do a writing prompt to get going. And I'm using my handmade onion skin book to do that. Yeah, so I did one prompt. Maybe I'll do another one. I don't know. I feel like I say that a lot. I don't know. Whatever. So I'm planning on making breakfast soon. Well, it's going to be more like lunch because we had a late start to our day. And I think they've been snacking on things. My oldest still isn't awake, so I don't know. He's sleeping in today, I guess. It's like probably 9 or 10 by now. But I'm planning on making waffles. We have fruit that we can eat with that and not get scurvy. You know, that's important. We don't want scurvy. Hello, it is Wednesday, May 19th, and I am in a writerly mood on a weekday. What is happening? Who am I? What is life? I woke up this morning very early and laid in bed for like 2 hours before getting out of bed. And I just wanted to write all day, and I couldn't really find a moment. But I was able to squeeze in little bits and pieces throughout the day. And now it is probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And you might be able to hear my kids in the background being noisy, but they have left me alone for a few minutes. Like Grant, my 3-year-old, is off yonder and not on my lap. Like, what is happening? For real? My oldest, Warren, is playing Minecraft online with a friend. What is life? This is not my life. This is not my life, but I like it. So I managed in the last hour or so to do some tweaking on one of the narrative poems that I wrote over the weekend. And I got the start of another poem. Like, this is like a 3-poem vlog so far. Like, this is really out of character for Jazz. I'm excited. That said, I don't know if I'll write any more today, but I felt like I should like revel in this a bit. Because it's rare that I'm left alone, and then it's even rarer that when I'm finally left alone that I want to write. So we'll see if I do any more today. But I don't know, I'm optimistic. What is this feeling? Optimism?
A few moments later.
I give up. What a night. Good morning. It is Wednesday. No, it is Thursday, May 20th. And it's about 7:40 a.m. I once again feel motivated to write today. I don't know what's going on with me. So I figured I'm just gonna keep this going until Friday, this vlog, and we'll just see where it goes. So I'm hoping that I can find another couple prompts to write from. I've also really been enjoying prose poetry, which is new to me. Not new in terms of like I didn't know what it was, but new for me to be writing myself. And I don't know, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. It allows me to get a little more autobiographical, I guess, but then it also allows for storytelling, which I find harder to do in even like a free verse style. I find it hard to have like a narrative going. So yeah, it's kind of hitting that sweet spot between poetry and fiction for me. I dig it. I dig it. So yeah, I'm gonna just get on my phone here and see what kind of prompts I can find. And I'm drinking tea. This is decaf Earl Grey, if you're interested, and you are. So it's Friday the 21st, and I'm sitting in the parking lot of Rite Aid because I just got my vaccine. Number 1, Moderna. Do not congratulate. I do not do well with vaccines. So I was nervous going in, and I'm still nervous sitting here in the parking lot. I sat there for my 15-20 minutes after and felt okay. But the fact that I had to do that there's a concern, really terrifies me. Like legit. I can't calm down. I have anxiety. Okay. No, but that said, my fear of needles, I did it anyway. So this is your public service announcement. Go get poked. I guess. I feel weird talking about it. Like, I feel like it's just something that you should do, but I feel like a lot of people don't want to do it. And I'm one of those people, but I did it anyway, so this is to other people like me. Get over it. We'll see how I feel with side effects later.